Welcome to our channel. We are Debbie and Eric, and together we are enjoying life's adventures. We currently work full-time, looking forward to an early retirement. In the meantime, we make sure to take the time to play, whether that is staying close by on our boat or taking mini vacations in the travel trailer. So come along with us as we enjoy life's adventures. Hey babe, now what are you doing?
This is all the mold and stuff, the grime that was on these sheets. This is the way some of it looked. So the line is still good. It's just moldy where it was sitting 10 years. So we took one of the Tide packets, put it in a bucket, and I'm just going to agitate it, mix it up, and we'll see if we can get all the mold off of these lines and see how they come out. So we'll leave them in a bucket maybe for a day or two. Just keep on agitating them. So what we're doing is we're taking all the running rigging and trying to clean all the sheets and the halyards, make sure we get all the mold off. All we're doing is we're kind of taking, I'll show you, we're just taking an old pillowcase like this, and we take the sheets and the ropes for novices. We take the ropes, throw them all in here, and then take it, swirl it around, tie a knot in here, and then the lines are in here, and we can throw that in the washing machine, and it seems to come out pretty good. So now I'm doing the halyards. I did the jib halyard and the main sheet halyard and threw them in. I've been giving them about 4 or 5 wash cycles, going through and then making sure I add fabric softener. It makes the lines very soft to handle, keeps them supple, so that's really good. Hey Deb, did you finish your meeting?
I am finished with my meetings. I am ready to go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. All unpacked and ready to relax.
We're going to tackle another boat project. So what project are we tackling?
The engine.
Not the engine.
Well, I mean, it's parts of the engine, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's the diesel tank. I want to concentrate tomorrow on just primarily the diesel, I think. And like we discussed today, I've been getting overwhelmed coming here.
Got a lot to do.
And yeah, there's a lot of, it's not hard tasks. It's a lot of little things that's just time consuming. Like polishing the diesel, that's going to be an all-day job. I got to stir up. It may be a 2-day job for all I know. It could be turned into a week job once you get into it. But it's those little things like cleaning out the bird's nest out of the boom. We thought that was going to be simple.
Took us a half a day.
Half a day. We had the boom up and we're running hoses through it and trying everything.
I still don't think we got everything out of there.
It's interesting. It's something that's small that you think is going to take a few minutes. It winds up taking all day.
Oh yeah.
It's the same way
However
in
long
life
you
with
think
everything.
it's gonna take to do something, double it or triple it.
It double it in normal life. On a boat,
Triple it.
quadruple it. Because you're in a space about this big and you're confined and you have no tools, that everything you left at home. Yeah. Run to Home Depot to pick up something. Yeah. We're getting there though. Little by little.
Little by little.
I think I'm gonna make a coffee and relax.
What did you find out?
I found the tip of the water tank. You can see it.
Where is the tip of the water tank? Whereabouts?
Right under my butt.
So the end, it doesn't go underneath the settee there
Cabin in my head.
to it?
Yeah, I think the top of it is just underneath here where my elbow is. But there is a hose connected to it. There's an inlet or an outlet, it looks like. And they both have a connection, so I don't know what this hose is for. That he's got laying here.
Why is there a hose under there that's not connected?
Yeah. So they're connected. But I'm wondering if it was for winterizing or not. So that there's. I gotta look at the other side now too. But yeah, we found this hose that was sitting in this locker, and it's a water line. Don't know where it goes. No clue. So before I fill up the water tanks, I want to make sure the water isn't just going to come pouring out.
Finding anything on that side?
There's no connection here. I think the question is are these connected? Looks like on port and starboard there is water fill holes outside on the deck. So the fill holes go down to two sides of the boat to a tank. I don't know if the tank is one big tank or if it's two separate tanks. It might be two separate tanks and then connected and then pressurized, because I'm seeing that this tank over here goes back over to the engine room where the high pressure pump is, and then this tank leads up into the forward head, but I can also see multiple pipes in one big giant, looks like a T connection up underneath here. So now I got to look under here to see if these are two separate tanks or not. I don't know if one flows into the other, if it's baffled, I don't know, but there's definitely two water fills going into two separate spots down here. This T might be used to connect here to blow out these tanks. I don't know. So I'm gonna dig into this hole now up in the forward V berth and see where all these lines go.
So we added water to the starboard tank, and you said you found just a small leak and it's going somewhere underneath the battery bank there?
Yeah, and draining down into the bilge. So it's not like it's going to hit the batteries. The batteries are perfectly dry. It goes underneath the battery bank. So there's a valve here. This goes to the tank. This is the line that comes in from the tank to the regular water. And I know that because I can take this and go ahead and turn that on. And then we should see it flow. Yep. And then turn it off. So we know that's water from the tank that we just filled up. But there's a leak dripping down. And there's no water in any of the other lines. So this is the port tank, and I open this up and there's nothing in the port tank. So I know that one's totally empty. So all of this water is coming from the starboard tank. It's not coming from the hot water tank because this needs to be plugged into here, and that goes up to the high pressure, and the high pressure goes into the hot water tank, whole 9 yards. This is straight from the tank. So there's a coupling here, and I felt right here, and there's no water. Feel that coupling. There's no water there.
I see
Around
like a
there.
drip down there.
Yep. Yeah, I seen the drip too.
Down over
So
here.
I was wondering where it was coming from.
Yeah.
So this is the drain pipe for the bathroom. So I moved these out of the way, and I see water coming from up in there. Way back up in there. I don't know if you can see that. Now we're checking this side. We think we found where the leak is coming from though. We'll show you that leak. Now we're going to fill up this tank and see if this side is leaking. We should start flowing pretty clean here.
Yeah, looks pretty clean.
Alright, so between this one and this one, if we connect them up, I should be able to pressurize the system. Start the high pressure pump. That should start filling up the hot water tank. See if anything starts spraying out everywhere. Yep. So we got a leak in the hot water.
The hot water tank, which we were afraid of because of the rust, just pretty much popped.
So, alright, we'll have to disconnect the hot water tank.
It's
Okay.
a geyser.
So, I'm going to have to put a cutoff to the hot water tank right here somewhere. I'm going to have to stop this project. I'm going to get this done.
Alright. I guess we clean up from this project. Well, honey, you want to give an update as to why we are now out here working on the propane locker instead of the water?
Because I want to start another project that I can't finish. No, because we came out to have a cup of coffee, and I can't sit still, so...
Which I did not finish my coffee.
Yeah, so while I'm sitting out here, I cleaned out the propane locker, and we got a new propane tank that we're going to put in, and I fixed up the regulator. The regulator was pretty bad shape, so I repainted the regulator, making sure that the vent was still active and good, and yep, so it works. So we're going to hook this up, maybe try to get the at least the propane stove working. Who knows? Luck that I've been having. We'll see. So Deb, we got gas to here. I can do this and light the burners using stick. But we should have an electric start here, and when I do the electric start it doesn't work, so there's got to be something here.
You know me, I love the instruction booklets. Alright. The flame should be blue, which it was, with some yellow tipping. Certain models are fitted with an electronic ignition system. This uses a 1
AA size battery. Maybe that's one. The battery holder is located beneath the spillage tray at the rear of the unit on the right hand side. Where's the spillage tray?
Here it is. Yeah, there's a problem.
That's pretty nasty.
There's a problem.
I think we need a new battery.
And it's from March of 2014.
That's the expiration date.
That's 6 years.
That's the expiration date, though. And they're usually good for like 10 years or something.
All right.
All right.
Let's pop in a new one. Light the back burner. Woohoo! We got flames.
Hey! It's amazing what happens when you use...
Oh, that's nice.
I have a stove.
And an oven.
Ah, but does the oven work? I have an oven on a boat.
Have an oven on a boat.
I have an oven on a boat.
So now it went to pretty much blue.
Okay, that's
I
what
think
it
it
should
just
be.
probably had sit in 10 years. Probably
Honey.
just needed to be burnt through.
It's finished. We finished a
We could
project.
cross it off the list. I don't think it was on the list though. The gas was on the list, but the stove wasn't. But we got them both.
I guess we didn't expect to have to do anything with the stove, but
Yeah.
we got a
Except
stove
change the gas.
and an oven.
We didn't have to do much though.
No.
So it was mostly the propane outside in the locker. So good job. Cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do, since the hot water tank has a leak, I am going to try to bypass the hot water tank. So the cold comes in here into the hot water tank and the hot exits here. So what I'm going to do is I disconnected the cold intake. I'm going to disconnect it from down here. And I'm going to run a line right from here to the hot. So cold to hot. So just bypasses the hot water tank, and then we can pull out the hot water tank. We can disconnect everything and get it out of here. So we'll try to do that. And then all I have to do is when I get a new hot water tank, we'll just replumb it for the new hot water tank. So that's what I'm going to do. I got that extra piece that we didn't know where it went, and I think it's for winterizing. I'm just going to use it, and I'll do a different winterizing kit when I have a chance. And then we'll connect up the two tanks, and then the tank with a leak we're going to shut off. We'll fill the one tank, and we'll pressurize the system and see how it goes and see if we got any leaks. We shouldn't have any leaks at that point.
So it is Sunday morning, and Eric just went off to Home Depot or Menards, whichever one he decides to go to, for some wiring for the mast and some faucet parts, because we got the one tank filled and pressurized it, and as you saw, the hot water tank burst. So we got that bypassed, and 2 of our 3 faucets leak. So it was just one thing after another. Called it last night, and about 10 o'clock decided just to have some dinner and go to bed.
Alright, so we're going to try to cross off the list of what we got done. So, boat projects that we were supposed to do last weekend. Call and order decals we didn't get done. Polish diesel. We didn't do the diesel this trip. We got stuck on the water. So, replace lines, go to West Marine, get poles, remove name. We did refill the propane. And we got the propane working, so that was able to be crossed off. So good job there. So not needed to head up north, move up cradle, paint cradle, buy anchors, chain swivel. None of that's done. Nice to have the head up north. Get hot water tank working. We bypassed it because it had a leak. Bypassed. So we can kind of cross it off, and I put bypassed there. Fixed swim platform. So I started that. I drilled out the holes and found out that I don't have a square head bit, so I can't remove the part that I need to remove to fix the swim platform, so that's partially done. Drill additional holes for chain plates, not going to do that. Add new name and home port, don't have it, so I can't add it. Measure wheel, we didn't measure the wheel. Fix countertop, I partially fixed the countertop. I cut the part that I needed to, and now I need to put on a weather stripping in the back and 2 pieces to keep it from flipping. So that's partially done. Replace belt on autopilot, didn't do that. Get water system working. We kind of got the water system working, but now the faucets have leaks, so I can't cross that really off the list. Polish diesel, we didn't do that. Change filters, change oil filters, change coolant, didn't do any of that. Change transmission, blow out seacocks. Replace engine belt, change water pump impeller, didn't do any of that. Get radar working. By tension rigging, we got that one. Woohoo! We got 2 things crossed off the list. Replace sheets, we replaced some of them, but not all of them. Install sails, we got to uncover those this week and take a look at them. Install sail cover, that's sitting up in front. We won't do that until the sail's on. Install rigging cotter pins. Oh, shoot, that's something we could have did, is install the rigging cotter pins.
That's right. You did buy those.
Yeah, I got them, and that was, dare I say, it would
No,
be easy.
next weekend.
Inspect baddens, didn't do that. Pull off name and home port, don't got them. Buff and wax, back a boat. I was gonna say we did buff and wax boat. Nope, back of the boat. Inspect running lights. So I started that. I turned them on, and I get power to the mast, but not up the mast. So that's partially done. I did remove and redo the trailer plug-in for the mast, but then the VHF antenna wire broke, so it was hanging on by a thread. So now I got to fix that. So I got to add that to the list. Add new registration number and stickers. We don't have them yet. Test bilge pumps once in water. Test heads after in water. So great. We knocked
See how thrilled he sounds about how much did or did not get done this weekend.
we knocked 2 things off the list. 2. That's it. I hate to say it. I don't know if we're ever going to get out of here this year.
On that happy note, we will catch up with you later.
We're going to try.